Do you want to stop the universalists who are in cahoots with the globalists, the cultural Marxists, and the social communists from winning the culture war? Then take action today! Every super chat will help fight the battle in the never-ending culture war against those who want to take over our entertainment. That's why you need to like, subscribe, send thanks, and super chat. Make a random 42. Do you want the universalists to win? Of course you don't. So donate today.
What did the Beatles do that the Simpsons couldn't?
Sing on the roof.
Mecca!
Shlomo.
We're talking about the Beatles thing. So we got a review of it. Watch the review of it. There's an article here from Polygon, of all people. Do you want to read it? You can read it. You have a reedy voice.
Yeah, I have a reedy voice.
I stumble. Oh, it's one of those days. So the Simpsons the Simpsons have decided to bend over and take it up the you-know-what from China.
It's not really the Simpsons. I mean, it's
the people who are in control of the edit. So what?
Yeah.
Fox, Hulu?
No,
it's Hulu now. It's still Disney. It's still Disney. Now.
It's owned by Disney.
Oh, Disney, get your tentacles out of everything. What are you, a freaking parasite? Yes, they are. This is the body snatchers. This is how they get you.
Yeah, well, anyway, The Simpsons, The Beatles Get Back have again challenged Disney Plus censorship rules. Disney self-censoring takes many forms. Both the New York Times and The Guardian reported on Monday that Disney's November launch of a Hong Kong version of Disney Plus arrived with most of the streaming platform's content. One notable work was exclusive, Goo Goo Gai Pan, a 2005 episode from season 12 of The Simpsons. The episode centers around Marge's sister Selma pretending to be married to Homer while attempting to adopt a child from China.
I kind of remember that one a little bit.
I don't remember it, actually.
I remember it a little bit. I haven't seen it in forever.
Goo Goo Gai Pan includes scenes in which the family visits the embalmed tomb of Chairman Mao. The Homer calls the leader a little angel that killed 50 million people. That's a very Simpsons take on it. A Chinese minder named Madame Wu, played by Lucy Liu, mocks Tibetan independence. Homer tricks Chinese soldiers by pretending to be a Buddha statue, and the family walks through Tiananmen Square to find a plaque reading, "On this site in 1989, nothing happened." Soon after, Madame Wu arrives in Tiananmen Square in a tank, allowing Selma to recreate the famed June 5th, 1989 Tank Man photo.
We're not allowed to show that, I don't think.
No, well...
They don't let you show that. Well, that's because spoiler, the tank didn't stop.
No, the tank actually did stop.
Well, then it didn't after, right?
No, well, they just...
Then it kept going, and then it's like, oh, photo op and splat.
Well, there's 1.5 billion people in China that Google wants to use their search engine. So, I mean...
That's not gonna happen, I don't think.
Well, anyway, while Hong Kong Free Press notes that the episodes still are accessible using a VPN circumvention tools, Times and Guardians were unable to clarify why Goo Goo Gai Pan was missing from the service in the first place. While the Chinese government has recently expanded censorship laws in Hong Kong, these laws specifically target movies, not streaming TV shows, resulting in speculation by media experts that Disney is preemptively censoring itself.
They're saying, please don't hurt us. Daddy China, please don't hurt us. We'll be good subservient little boys. Please don't hurt us. Yeah, the Beatles though, they said, no.
Well, there was the other instance too that Disney was actually using a forced 16:9 perspective on the old Simpsons episodes, which was cutting off a lot of visual jokes.
Yeah, that too.
But there was actually, the other episode missing is the Michael Jackson episode.
Why?
Because of certain things that Michael was accused of.
But he didn't. Well, wasn't he acquitted?
Well, yeah, he was. So anyway, it goes on. There are other non-Simpsons related changes too. Last year, the service made alterations to the 1984 Tom Hanks movie Splash, meant to prevent even the semblance of nudity. They made fake CGI hair over Daryl Hannah's buttocks.
Yeah, it looked awful. I did a video on that. It looked all furry and gross and weird. Ugh.
The long-rumored sex background in The Lion King, where the stars in the sky actually spell out SFX, which is the visual effects team, throwing it in, or special effects, was also change to clear up any confusion. There are also a number of cuts and changes concerning Disney's racist characters of the past, which populate many of its most famous works. Sometimes Disney chooses to remove characters completely. Okay, yada yada yada. Fantasia, The Sunflower, Lady and the Tramp, The Aristocats. The pressure here, now here we get to the good part.
This is what we're actually talking about.
The pressures also extend to modern works. While Disney is soaking up critical accolades for Get Back, Peter Jackson's recent documentary on the Beatles, Jackson told NME, that's the New Music Express, for those unfamiliar, that the company wanted to remove all swearing from the movie until Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, George Harrison's former wife Olivia intervened. In other movies featured on Disney Plus, like National Geographic's Free Solo, in 1987's Touchstone movie Adventures in Babysitting, swearing has been removed. Regardless of the result, any individual edit or change, Disney Plus continues to trend towards sanitization, keeping its content within the company's own framework of what constitutes family-friendly. These cuts and changes and flat-out removals will likely continue on, with viewers in Hong Kong and America experiencing Disney's history as Disney sees fit.
Which is why I've always hated Disney. They've always been too cookie cutter, saccharine, goody two-shoes. I want to have some grit. I want to see John Lennon having an LSD experience, clearly, because he's talking about peaking. What else is he doing? He's on LSD.
They have a few drinks while recording in the studio.
Paul McCartney's hammered out of his mind.
Yeah,
they're smoking everywhere. It was the 60s. What do you expect?
Listen, okay, and you know what? Disney, you gotta do better, okay? Okay, I understand you're a family company, but for God's sake, your company actually owned the studio that released Pulp Fiction. Miramax. You used to own Miramax, and it's time to bring back the Touchstone label. And you know what? There's nothing...
Disney, let's change with the times. Let's move with the times, Disney. Lighten up. You're so worried about appealing to the wokier-than-thou zealots who are out there trying to censor and control and remove. It's basically the same damn people. They're the same puritanical, pearl-clutching pussies, and I'm tired of them.
And you know, actually, there is a special thanks at the end of Get Back to Bob Iger, Pope Bob Iger.
Ooh.
Yes. So maybe Pope Bob Iger will have a few words to say about this in the future. We don't know. Who knows? Pope Bob Iger. You know, you never know which way the wind blows with him. Yeah, he's doing well with his chicken sandwiches, though.
Pope yes chicken.
Yes, Pope yes chicken.
So yes, good on the Beatles, good on Peter Jackson.
Well, you know, somebody has to.
Somebody has to stand up to him if it's gonna be the Beatles.
Yeah, if it's gonna be anybody to stand up to Disney, it's gonna be the Beatles. The one. I mean, the people that actually have more clout than them.
Well, do they still, though? Because you see the comments on stuff, and they're like, it's a boomer movie for boomers.
Oh, the commenters, they're just trying to, yeah, we know, you're cool, you're edgy, you hate something a lot of people like. Yeah, go away.
I've been through that myself, where I'm like, I was too cool for the Beatles, and yet, you know what? Yeah, I'm still the person out there listening to the obscure Monkees tracks, for crying out loud, or the obscure Birds songs and stuff. I like to hear it, experience, and see what was out there, because you never know. And sure, I'm gonna like some of the other bands a little bit more sometimes, but for crying out loud, get over it. I used to ask people, who's your favorite band? Yeah, and do you think in 20 years, here's the difference, in 20 years, I'll be still listening to the Beatles, you won't be listening to them. That's not true. I mean, I showed you pictures of me and Ween from like 20 years ago when I got to meet them. And I was just at their show on Halloween, so...
Well, in 20 years, they're still making documentaries on the Beatles. Nobody's gonna be.
That's because I like music that is
nobody's
kind of
Nobody's gonna be clamoring for Winger, the Untold Story.
I didn't like them though. They suck. Anywho, we will see you in the next video, live stream, or wherever. Take that, Disney.
Yes.
Take the stick out of your backside.
Stick to making chicken sandwiches.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
Hello, Homer. I'm George Harrison.
Oh my god. Oh my god! Where did you get that brownie?